I dead was so shocked off of what she just said. I said, no, we gotta watch this on stream, bro. I'm gonna give a quick disclaimer. This video may have some disturbing topics or it may be disturbing to some viewers. So I'm gonna say this right now. Viewer discretion is heavily advised.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and had a dad.
In April of
You're the
2024.
dad? Oh my god. I didn't even know she said that.
A community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her care home in Geneva, Illinois.
No.
Kane County detectives launched an urgent investigation, confronted with the grim task of unmasking a predator hidden among the very staff entrusted to protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities. Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was
Bro, she couldn't even move. Bro, this is actually going to be a hard video to watch, bro. 43. That alone is crazy. But she wasn't even able to, bro.
Resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests.
Y'all know how many times he would, bro. Because for a 43-year-old woman to get pregnant, that is extremely hard to do. That is extremely hard. Y'all know how many times he had to do something like that for her to get pregnant, bro?
With the Kane County Sheriff's Department compiled a list of all male employees who had access to her in late summer 2023, interviewing each one and collecting DNA samples.
Hey.
Good, yes. Sheriff's Department.
Yes.
Yes, I'm Brooke. This is Brandon.
Come on in.
Thank you.
So,
what have they told you so far?
So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning, so I am assuming something happened with that resident. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So,
you okay? Take a breath.
That very serious happens.
And you're just so you're not in any trouble.
I really enjoy my job, and
I think this dude did it, bro. Y'all normally don't see me like this, bro, but these types of people, they actually do make me sick. I'm sorry. This is terrible, bro.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I think he did it.
The thought of that happening is very troubling and upsetting.
Okay. And like I said, nobody has accused you of anything.
I think he did it, but he's not upset that it happened. He's upset that he got caught for it happening.
I'm 100%.
Based on what he's saying, I think it's him.
Sorry.
No,
You're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. Yeah, I know you're not crying for yourself.
okay.
You're crying that you got caught.
Have you ever noticed like anybody else acting strange around them?
And he's
or
gonna
anybody that shouldn't be.
he's
in
gonna
there
start
in their
lying.
rooms,
No,
or-
I mean, we are we don't open the door for everyone. And as for staff, I mean, before this incident, I never thought anyone would do something like that.
That was kind of one of our other questions. Is there anybody you would think would be capable of
I would have never have thought this would happen at Markland's.
Okay.
Before they move on to question other employees, he leaves them one urgent request.
Catch the bastard.
After speaking with
Oh,
several
did
more
he not
employees,
do it?
investigators are left with no clear leads. However, they do learn that prior to the COVID pandemic, only female staff typically cared for female residents, a policy one employee said changed due to staffing shortages.
I think he did it,
Investigators move
bro.
on. Next meeting with former employee, 22-year-old Isaiah Fields.
Maybe he didn't do it. Okay.
How you doing? Good. You want to go in or just talk out here?
I don't know who did it, but
fight show.
shoot.
I heard you were out there.
Sorry,
fighting
bro. I'm
Chicago.
just assuming random people did it, bro.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. I lost by decision in the finals, but I was
Hey.
like I had a chicken legging, so
Okay.
I'll see him again, you know.
All right, good. Good for you, man.
Rivalries in the amateur. Thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
After briefly meeting Isaiah's mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was, an incident that happened there involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what when you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
Like early August to like, but definitely sometime in September.
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
I honestly don't remember. It was still warm outside, so
Okay.
maybe early to mid-September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was what they call it, PSP,
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that before.
the personal support.
Okay.
I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any like duties that I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
So everything I did was shadowed by another person,
Okay, so you're always with somebody for the most part?
like 90% of the time.
Okay.
Unless someone like left early or like
Okay.
one of the managers that were I was shadowing had to go do whatever
Gotcha.
managers do.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any problems with anybody? Did you ever see anybody that you thought was a little off? Like, another, especially a male employee, anybody that you thought like this guy's made some statements or he said something or just the way his interaction was with the residents?
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to get
Chummy with anybody?
everybody. Yeah.
After leaving Isaiah, investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby?
Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation,
Okay.
so I can't go into details about that.
Okay.
I can't.
Can I ask you about a certain individual that may have
Yeah,
Isaiah Fields?
that's who we just talked to.
That's who you just talked to.
Yeah,
He
we
was
just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed, a DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation where he waits for questioning.
The only reason they would bring you in for questioning after doing a DNA test is if they have almost 100% guarantee that it was you who did it, bro. Because your DNA matches.
To begin,
This dude's...
These chains hurt. Please, Lord Jesus, come to me. Please, Lord Jesus, really bless me. Please don't leave me stranded, Lord Jesus.
investigators enter and
Sick
read his
man.
Miranda rights.
Let me just start by
He's a
asking,
sick person,
do you
bro.
have any idea
They're
why we-
arresting him.
Right.
He's a sick person.
Okay, no clue? Okay. You know why I talked to you before, right, about the Markland stuff? So,
I never got any you just told me it was a case of Markland.
okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long, what your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you can just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, it was just training, like 3 weeks. We just sat in a room and watched videos all day. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave
Hold on, he said what?
Training.
For the most of the time that I was there, it was just like training?
Like 3 weeks. We just sat in a room and watched videos all day. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
And what were your daily activities when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting
Yeah.
them up, dressed, changed, and then transferring them to CDS, and then repositioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back up.
You're training how to bathe.
Yes.
So why do you think it was just watching videos?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub, and they have a chair, and they are completely, obviously,
Submerged?
No,
Or-
that's
oh.
not.
No, that is...
They're the
Why
water
would
is
they be
running, or
submerged?
They have what is it called?
Like a faucet or a shower head.
So you basically sit like not like this, but a chair in a shower, and then you can take it off and spray them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so at some point at the end of your training, were you not with the trainer anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule during the day?
I forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period.
Sure.
So like you were always like with someone until you were like considered like an actual nurse.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
Would you have left him alone, or anybody for that matter, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees, with the residents or anything like that?
They're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
As questioning continues, Isaiah insists that he remained in his probationary period until he claims he was fired for consistently showing up late.
I just like don't really like fit in.
Bro is a sick person.
Employees who trained Isaiah highlighted odd behavior he exhibited during his training.
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just like very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do you have to do it that way? And it's like, you're in healthcare. Like, there's specific ways to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He would, like, face toss some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They would look at the cameras, it would literally look like he was hitting her. I should clarify, he never actually. No, he never actually did.
Okay.
No,
As the
hey, he
interrogation
has some.
continues,
He has
Isaiah
something.
appears to become overwhelmed with emotion,
No
and
pun intended,
investigators
though.
work to put him at ease.
Hope the lady's okay, bro. Just what?
It's okay.
I feel bad for you. Go ahead, cry.
I'm here to listen. If something's upsetting you, please let us know.
Hey, I don't feel bad
See
for
what we
you,
can do to
bro.
help.
Not really like anything in particular. Just just life's not easy.
It sucks for
I
you,
know.
doesn't it? The life that you were taking care of that lady, her life isn't easy. She can't even freaking move. But her life wasn't easy when you did what you did to her.
So man, my father died when I was really young.
Oh, that must suck.
I've just never really had like proper guidance.
I could tell you ain't had proper
As one
guidance for
detective
sure.
leaves the room to get Isaiah more water and a snack, the remaining investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
Yeah, I
Take a
would.
breath. You're okay. Not gonna let anything happen to you. You're all right. And I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah,
That's
you're pathetic, bro.
sorry.
You're pathetic. Trying to make them feel sorry for you after you did what you did to that lady. No, I
But
don't
it
feel
takes a
bad
lot
for you.
for you to sit here
I don't feel bad for you.
and allow yourself to have these feelings. You know, to allow yourself to have emotion. That can be a lot, especially in front of people you don't know.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I just think it'd be within my best interest to give it to you.
I can. All right, I can't ask you any more questions then.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll leave you at it. She'll give you.
Hey, there's
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell him this.
What's that?
I'm reading them.
Yeah, you tell him. Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and you're the dad.
As investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences he's facing.
My life is over. Such a idiot. Give me the opportunity, Lord Jesus.
I'm pretty, bro. You don't deserve it. You did this to yourself.
Just give me one chance.
No, you messed that up, bro.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You know,
I'll do anything. I'm doing military. Forgive me. I'll donate all my money.
No.
Homeless.
You don't get that. Pathetic pieces of trash like you don't get that.
Please.
Go ahead, cry.
Give me a chance into this child's life. I'll be able to sex offenders.
Oh no, you're gonna. This won't be more than that, buddy.
Please don't make me spend years in jail.
Oh no, you're gonna spend a very long time in
Multiple
jail.
news outlets have reported that Kate developed a dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia.
Yeah,
That
she's not only is she 43, she has a neurological disorder. Being 43 alone already gives you a high risk pregnancy, bro. And then she was also heavily disabled, bro. She must have suffered so much. I hope that pathetic piece of trash gets a very long sentence, bro. I'm not even
the
gonna say
infant
nothing
died
else.
after spending 11 weeks in neo.
Rest in peace to that baby, bro. Not only is the mother an innocent person in this, the baby lost her life because of this man as well. He brought an innocent child into this world that passed away. Rest in peace to that baby, bro.
Neonatal intensive care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release from the state attorney's office, on January 14, 2025, Isaiah Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in the Illinois Department of Corrections, with 308 days credited for time spent in the Kane County Jail. In addition, Isaiah must register for life as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual Offender Registration Act.